What's up, guys? Today we will be talking about how to make Raspberry Pi boot from USB. By the way, I have already finished the process, so I will not do it step by step. So I will just summarize how to do it. Firstly, we can check one. We can we check what the Raspberry Pi status if we boot from USB. So if you execute df/h, you can say I for now I have one USB mass storage connected to Raspberry Pi, and it is mounted as a root file system. This one is my USB mass storage, and I have a SD card. Well, it is mounted at /boot directory. So I will show you how to do this, but I cannot do it step by step. I will show you how to replicate my result, and there is a problem in it, and I will show you. So for now, uh, if this is my Ubuntu, okay, this is Raspberry Pi. So for example, uh, say if we have an SD card and a USB mass storage device. So if you plug it into your Linux system, I use Ubuntu 18.04. It will show up in the directory /device. The the SD card will show up as MMC box 0 normally. This is what I say. Your result might be different. You can check it out yourself. And the USB mass storage normally show up as /device/SDX, normally like this. The X might be different on different machines, so you have to check it for yourself. The the, the commands are simple. Uh, so we have to download the Raspberry Pi system image, and after you download it, it is a zip file. You have to unzip it. So the final result is this file. Is an image file. So you have to flash this image file into the SD card, into the USB mass storage, because that will be your root system, the root of the file system. uh, Normally you need to execute one command like this. First, like this, and all of this should be same. dd is the command, if means input file, and equal to the path of the image file, and then output file equal to, normally it is SDX. So the X, you have to figure out the X on your computer. Normally it could be like SDB, SDC, or SDA, or something like that. So after the command exits and finish it and exits, you have a USB mass storage flashed with the system image of Raspbian. Now there is there is an important step. You need to you need to format your SD card to FAT32 or 32 file system, or what should be called. Let me check. Like this. You have to format it to this. This is the SD card. And after that you have to I cannot show the process now because I have already done it and I am connecting to the device remotely, so I cannot plug it out and reproduce the process for now. So I will just illustrate it simply. You may find some other information on the internet. So you have to do this like this. The final result, you have to format the SD card to this, and the last step, the third step, you need to copy the boot section of the USB mass storage to the SD card, because your Raspberry Pi must boot from SD card. So you need to copy all the contents of this partition of the USB mass storage to the partition of the SD card. So after that, you still have some work to do. First, if you want to connect to the Raspberry Pi via SSH, which stands for Secure Shell, you have to touch and file under the boot partition of the SD card. Touch an SSD card like this, you see. After that, your work should be done. Now plug in the SD card and the USB mass storage into the Raspberry Pi and boot it. It should be fine now. It will boot into Raspberry Pi. It should boot into Raspbian system, and with SSH service enabled. Now you can SSH into the Raspberry Pi via this. So here there is the username is Pi, and the IP address, you need to figure out the IP address yourself. Your results should be different. So you can check it out on the router, or maybe if you have another system, if you have another Windows or Linux system. I will demonstrate on a Linux system because I do not have a Windows system. You can use ARP command in another Linux system. It will show you the devices on the local network. It should be simple. It should be easy to find out the IP address of the Raspberry Pi. Now if you type into this and just wait for a few seconds, it should prompt a password input for you. The password for this is Raspberry. The default password is Raspberry, just as I typed it like this, Raspberry. That's the default password. So after you enter the password, you will be logged into the system, and you should say something like this: Pi. Yeah, like this. You should say something like this. You should say shell in prompt. That is the final step. But actually, inside the during the process, there could be a problem. I will show you for now. That is, sometimes the system need to expand the file system. That is another topic for another day. For today, I will just show you an image. What you might say on the screen when you boot the Raspberry Pi, which might frustrate you for a moment. But if you watch this, you should not feel frustrated. I will show you I will show you an image. I will show you an image. Okay. Here. The image is caused by some problem in the Raspbian system image. What's this? Why it has not downloaded? Why it is still downloading the image? It should have finished loading. Oh, the image took a long time to load on my system. Well, I do not have direct connection because I need to use a VPN for it. It took so long. Is it possible to download this image? Forward. Is it possible? Okay, it's possible to load it. Anyway, the image cannot load for now, but I can just read the information on it. It says not expand file system. Please try Raspberry config or RCGUI. Boot and notifications are on different devices. That is normal. If you say there will be a button OK for you to click or press the Enter key on the keyboard. It is OK. Do not turn off the Raspberry Pi when you see this image. It will disappear. It will disappear in a few minutes or so. So just wait for a minute. It will disappear and the system will boot. And for this, I will explain it in another video. Okay, thank you everybody.